It actually goes against every fiber of my being to see something like this play out and not comment on it and not talk about it and not shed light on it. So this is my third warning video on PulseDrip. And to say that events were pretty interesting ever since I posted my second one is an understatement. But yeah, let's get into this. So I did receive a lot of backlash on the previous video, people telling me that you don't know what you're talking about, this isn't a Ponzi scheme, do your research, you should educate yourself, you know, the usual banter that Ponzi lovers go about every time you call them out. So the usual stuff, nothing too impressive and nothing that I haven't seen before. Okay, so let's quickly cover the highlights ever since my previous video. So the price did rise all the way to 65 bucks per PDrip. I don't know why. I guess there's still dumb money in the market, but it plummeted shortly after on a daily basis by 73.5% plus. So now it's down by more than that. I think it's about 75% from its all-time high. Great start. Now, of course, this is just a correction, and that's why the hardcore chillers are gonna keep, you know, promoting this, because this is just a correction, right? So they all got in the pre-sale, they're enjoying the rewards, and they need to a bottom call, and that's also something that doesn't exist. There's no bottom for an ROI DApp token. That doesn't exist, all right? So this thing is the biggest form of delusion when it comes to promoting these dApps, saying that there's a bottom. And of course, there are so many other wild claims. Let's not get into that though. Now, all of this is just in the seek or for people seeking exit liquidity. And by that, I mean, they want more people to invest in these prices so they can prolong their earnings, you know, for as much as they could. That's how it works, right? So people have to buy this token at a higher price so they can keep making some money out of it. And few things that kind of happened, and I wouldn't call them update, but let's go with that. So I think they were taking a bit of money from the pre-sale liquidity, and then they put it on some Ponzi farm called Spark Swap. Sorry, I think I'm gonna cover this also. It's interesting. It's interesting that all of these are launching on Pulse chain as well. So that's yeah. So yeah, that's a good rhetoric. In hopes of earning a bit of more money on their pre-sale liquidity stack. And I think they also added a few more PulseDrip related currencies to their garden. Oh, sorry, their miner. So the one that they label as a garden. So that's what they did so far. Those are the developments. Pretty bullish, I'm sure. So overall, I think that pretty much cuts it in terms of updates and highlights since then. Now, I spoke about the backlash at the beginning of the video because I was just gonna share a few messages, not only a couple that were shared on my Telegram group, but also on their Telegram group. I hid the names, you know, just because I don't have the consent to post these, so just to be safe from that perspective. Now, when you see statements like this, and from people that have been into all of these ROI dApps that went to zero, and knowing what they know, this is what I call a scummy behavior, okay? So you know what's gonna happen. You cannot say that it's gonna moon in a nutshell just because they added a stupid currency that is also plummeting in their miner. I mean, that's nothing. That's an extra line of code, basically. You cannot say that this is the best thing in crypto right now. This is super bullish, long-term vision. This is the bottom. This is just the beginning. So all of these catchphrases, all of these textbook gimmicks, you see everywhere into every Ponzi scheme or every shitcoin at least. Like a shitcoin, you know what you're getting yourself into, you know, like you put your money in, you either make a decent buck or you're out of the game completely. But with these, I mean, it's sad because the pre-salers are out there to keep making money on behalf of people like yourself who don't know any better. And that's why I'm putting this video out, and hopefully more are doing the same. I mean, this is the PDrip chart, okay? Quite impressive, like I said. And don't get fooled by the small rise here. It shows close to 19 bucks. That's nothing. It's gonna correct back down to its actual value, aka close to zero. And that will happen over time, all right? And speaking of this Ponzi farm that they have money on, I mean, that's their chart. I mean, you're putting money into another inflation-related token that dumps daily in the hopes of making some money back. That doesn't work. So if I put the 5-day chart, because I think it launched like a few days back, you see it went up and now it's gonna keep dumping. I mean, surely with those types of APRs, which by the way decreased substantially. I think they were in 2K or some sort. So I'm sad for the people who locked their tokens here, that they were getting like 2K, I think, APR, and now that is slashed and the value of their assets are most probably down by 40% or so, unless they bought super early. So they're still a bit up. So just quickly, I want to mention that the pre-salers, so the ones that are seeking exit liquidity, this is a simulation of a pre-saler who claims every day since launch after he accumulates 1% and sells at the opportune moment. So if you're somebody who's been doing this and you entered with, as an example, $1,000 today, excuse me, today you would have made 827 on top of your 1,000, because you have to return your money first. So they returned their initial investment and they made on top of it almost 83%. Again, if you compounded, you made less, of course. If they compounded, they made less because they claimed less, so they sold less. And if by some chance they accumulated their daily earnings and they sold at higher prices on the way up, then they made more. So in best case scenarios, I would give this a 100-ish return so far. And that's nice, right? They doubled their money almost, you know? So on average, a bit less. Right, like I said right now, and they will. I mean, if this keeps going the way it's going, they will most likely double their money. So, I mean, it's very normal for them to keep wanting more money to enter because it's still a place where they're earning on. So why not, right? It's still lucrative for them, so you should join. You should actually enter PDrip because it's so bullish and this is the bottom, not because we're earning money from you guys. On YouTube right now, if you go and search for PulseDrip, I mean, you can see the bullishness of the videos, right? So you have the, PDI pump. Where's PDI? Sorry. Oh yeah, it's not. But anyways, yeah, false claims all over the place. You have also ex-drip chillers who are talking about this, you know, easy gains. Yeah, indeed. I mean, yeah, like this guy. This right here. He used to be a hardcore drip chiller, but now he's doing this. I think he's all over the place and encouraging people to enter, you know? I mean, why not, right? So again, when you see stuff like this on YouTube regarding a Ponzi scheme, just look the other way and don't look back. That's it. I mean, I will keep making these videos, honestly, about this and other stuff similar to this, because it's known. They're not gonna rug, surely they're not gonna take away the liquidity, fine, okay, they're honest people from that perspective, but it's just sad that they want to lure more people in knowing that they're gonna get dumped on eventually and not make a single cent. I mean, even if a person bought PDrip at $6, they would still haven't made their ROI today, even if they claim every day. So yeah, every person who entered after the pre-sale still hasn't made their money back. That's factual, that's reality. So again, I will keep repeating that please stay away from stuff like this. Do not get fooled. I mean, if you want to gamble some money in pre-sales, yeah, sure, go for it. But after that, it's just, you know, it's just gonna be you putting your money in and not seeing that money back, or just seeing a fraction of it, and you're just gonna get gaslighted by all the messages on Telegram and people saying that it's super bullish and everyone saying otherwise. They haven't done their research, because there's so much research and complication about this, right? So yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna end it here. Please stay safe, and if you have any questions, you can reach out. DeFi Ascension is a cool community where you can actually learn about legit stuff, DeFi protocols, all right? Not crap like this. if you head on to our channel, you can see what's pinned, you can see what we talk about, mature like-minded investors. It's a cool place to hang out, you won't regret it. So just give it a go. And with that, see you in the next one. Have a good one.